Great. So if you can, just find your 2 feet on the floor or find yourself on the ground and just start to tap into how your body feels and any sensations in your body, just allow them to come without the judgment of good or bad. And start to elongate your breath, breathing in and breathing out for a long exhale. And let's take 5 collective breaths together. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, and finally breathing in and breathing out. And as part of grounding, I like to gently press on different parts of my body, just give myself that body awareness, maybe roll out your neck or just, yeah, find some comfort, some gentle, soothing touch. You know, I actually read somewhere that your body doesn't discern between self-touch and touch from other people, and kind of comfort touch and, yeah, the power of soothing through touch. Let's start with a dedication prayer. You can take your own prayer. I'm gonna just give us a little bit of silence to all find our own personal dedication for this practice today. And then I'll end with the Om Mani Padme Om. Om Mani Padme Om Mani Padme Om Om Mani Padme Om Om Mani Padme Om. So I'm wondering if anybody wants to share their intention or for this practice or their dedication or just, yeah, what they're bringing with them today. I can share that I felt the dedication of just finding that ever-present serenity and tapping into that.
Eileen bowing in, and my dedication was to open my heart, going with the openness image you have for today. Open my heart to keep it open for joy and compassion and love. Eileen bowing out.
Thank you, Eileen. Does anybody else want to share?
I was personally just looking for a moment of stillness in a busy day.
Thanks, Olivia. Olivia's in graduate school, so she's very busy. Thank you for gracing us with your time here.
And this is Bruce bowing in. I'll just introduce myself because I know some of you don't know me. I've been connected with the Siddhartha School Project since the mid-90s. So I met Khenpo Rinpoche in Ladakh in 1996 and helped the school get its 501c3 status maybe in the early 2000s, and was on their board for a number of years. I'm still on the advisory board. And for a number of years, I was Khenpo Rinpoche's driver. So when he would come to the United States, I would drive him wherever he needed to go. It was a great pleasure to get to spend many thousands of miles with him in a car. And I've been aware of Tashi Gyatso Ling since its founding. And when I have an opportunity, I like to stop in and enjoy meeting some new people and sharing an hour with you. I have another meeting at 7:30, so I'll probably have to leave a little bit early. But I wanted to let you know that. So yeah, my name is Bruce Nichols. I live in Connecticut, and it's good to be with you this evening.
Thanks, Bruce. It's always great to see a new face. Good to meet you. All right. So, yeah, thanks. Well, Mom, did you want to share your intention today? This is my mom.
My intention today was for the safety and health and happiness of my 3 children.
Oh, thank you. The mother's love, that's the real deal. Okay, so now we can get into the topic of openness. And I just want to say I'm no guru here. I'm a 24-year-old person trying to figure out life, and I struggle with anxiety a lot of the times and worry, and I'm just showing up here because Tenzin asked me to, and this has been a wonderful, wonderful place of refuge for me the past year, and I'm so happy to be here and honored. So yeah, just take what resonates and please leave what doesn't. And I am currently looking out on the beautiful Montana scenery, so that's where I am located right now, and I'm feeling that openness really heavily. So what I was thinking about for openness was that it really requires space, and you have to make, I feel like I have to make space for openness, which doesn't really make sense, but it's really easy to be super busy and to have such a locked in routines and schedule and form of life for openness to just not really arise naturally. And I was thinking about openness in 2 ways, like one being just being open to all sorts of different people and kind of more in a non-judgmental, more accepting manner, thinking about openness in that way, which we can get into. And then another form of openness is just having the spaciousness in your life for the beauty to arise, for the blessings to arise, for the fear, whatever, just to arise without control. So I want to focus on that aspect of openness a little bit first, because this has been really present in my life for the past 2 weeks, because I'm with my best friend Claire. And we're on this road trip across the country where we don't actually know where we're staying at night, and we've been sleeping in the car and camping, and we don't specifically really know where we're going each day, and I think we're doing a pretty fair job of letting it just arise. And it's so easy. It's been so easy because I'm stripped away from everything. I'm stripped away from my house, a job, my family, my hometown. This is completely new for me. I feel like it's so easy for me when I'm stripped away from my comforts to want to cling onto a plan and to grasp on some sort of control of something. And it's been really beautiful to just be on the open road and try to relax into the ease and the flow of life, of just things arising and falling and coming and going, and we've really had some beautiful experiences. We just 2 days ago we were pulling into a campsite kind of late, and things are really kind of weird with the government shutdown. We don't, we're in a lot of national parks, and it's kind of, oh, is it going to be open or not? And we were just looking at some information, and this guy pulled up and to us, and he was like, hey, I have this campsite reserved, but I'm actually having to leave tonight. And it's the best campsite in this whole campground, and it's right by the river, and I actually wanted to give it to you tonight. And we have all this firewood that we already collected, and it's in the fire pit, and you're welcome to it. You just have to go like down this tiny little path to this beautiful Shoshone River. And I just felt so blessed. And I don't think it would have come if we hadn't given ourselves the space to just like let the blessings arise and let, yeah, any goodness or I think it also goes the other way, which is why being open can be so challenging, because it's not just like oh, I'm open, so now everything is good in my life. Like, being open also means being open to allowing for fear or anxiety to come, and not just constantly trying to push it away, push it away and fight it. Because in my life, I mean, every time I have anxiety, I feel very scared of it, and I feel like I get even more anxiety of the anxiety, and it's kind of a big fight. And Tenzin, dear Venerable Tenzin Hanila, really has always told me to just allow it to come in and say, okay, you can walk with me today. Anxiety, you can be here. And I am open to loving you and having you with me. Now, you're not going to control me, and I'm not going to live my whole life in fear. That's not what's going to happen, but you can walk with me today. And normally, when I'm able to be open to whatever stressful thing or scary emotion, it really demystifies it a lot more. And it's really hard to do. At least it's really hard for me to do. I think what helps me is just trusting in the flow of things, and really trusting that deep inside of me is this everlasting joy and calmness and the beautiful awakened state. Yeah. So being open also requires, I think, trying to let go of expectations of things. Which is again also very, very hard. Really hard. It's really hard to do that. But it's, how wonderful is it when we're open and then something beautiful arises that you couldn't even ever imagine it to be that beautiful. Yeah. Just wondering if that side of openness is stirring anything in anyone, if anyone wants to share anything or has any questions. I like to do kind of more of a discussion main moment because I'm not a nun and I don't have as many teachings. Yeah, just wondering if anybody has anything to type in.
Eileen bowing. What I liked as you were sharing was that every now and then, based on your direction, the windshield was covered with reflections of the clouds in the sky, and you were sort of like behind it. And you know, I tend to practice within the tradition of Plum Village at Thich Nhat Hanh. And so he often uses that image of clouds and of water in its various stages. The water and the wave, you know, the clouds, the rain, and how one can look into their teacup and see everything that brought that tea there. But clouds, you know, show up a lot. So I just loved it that you're talking about you know, the images you have of different emotions arising, and you know, and practicing walking with them. That's just such a beautiful image. And just the fact that you're out there in that very open space, traveling and being in the present moment. Actually, it sounds like most of the time, you know, because you're driving and then okay, it's time to find a place to camp, you know, so you're doing that. I mean, it really brings you into the present moment, which, and if as you're practicing being in that present moment, if you're also recognizing the stuff that arises, which it does, you know, first is the joy of everything that you're seeing and feeling and smelling, and also the anxiety of, will there be a campground, you know, that sort of thing. But being able to really sort of be present with all of those is, you know, it's just a wonderful experience. So I commend you for that. And that has you know, that has, when I've done similar things, well, anyway, in the past, when I was your age, having done similar things, it was just, it's like, this is life. I don't need any more than this. Which, you know, but I was on a bike, not in a car, doing that same thing.
Amazing.
Essentially, except I was with like 25 other people and we were doing anti-nuke work along the way, but riding across country, and not knowing where we were going to sleep, and having people just drive by and say, hey, I've got a farm about 5 miles up the road, do you want to come and tent on that? You know, I mean, it's just amazing opportunities arise if you are open to them.
Yeah.
Amazing opportunities arise. So as I age, I sometimes lose that. But I also sometimes, you know, but I really practice being open to it. And when I am. It is truly amazing the things that show up. So it's a wonderful practice, and I personally have to just keep practicing it. So, Eileen bowing out.
Thank you, Eileen. Yeah, I love the image of just this. So there's this big sky. I mean, maybe I can show you it. Let me see. Just this big sky. And I don't see that much in Western North Carolina. And I think, you know, whenever I'm struggling with something, I like to think I'm the sky watching the storm. And that's, you know, that's really what meditation means to me, is just watching, you know, watching the things go by. And they always, you know, what's also so humorous to me, I think it's really important to find humor in all of this too. And Tenzin talks about that. It's also humorous to me because everything always passes, especially everything bad. It's like, I feel like so stuck in something and I'm like, oh my gosh, is this gonna last for so long? And blah, 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 blah. And then I wake up the next morning and it's gone. And I'm just like, why did I think like that? Like, I have to give myself compassion, of course, but it's great evidence to know that everything really does pass. Thank you for the cat content, Mom. Love him so much. Oh man, that's my baby. So, okay, now I want to talk. Oh, and if anybody ever wants to chime in, please do. This is very open, welcome space. Next, I want to talk about more what Eileen was talking about for her intention of opening the heart to anyone, to just to daily connections for people who you find really similar, or people who you are seem so different from you, hold maybe different opinions, different beliefs, and especially in this very polarizing time in the US, I think it's more important than ever to find compassion for every single human being, every single sentient being. Find a place of compassion in your heart for them, no matter what they're doing, because every single person is just trying to avoid suffering. Every single person wants to, yeah, be in sorrowless bliss. And we're all the same in that way. We're just all the same. And you never know what's going on with someone and why they may be acting a certain way or hold a specific belief. And I think it's a great practice time for us to find compassion for people who are maybe doing hateful things, maybe, yeah, just leading many other people to do hateful things, and to still find compassion for those people and have an open heart, knowing in our heart center and in our wisdom mind that hate for them does not help anything, and it's not generative in any way, and that that love will reign, and we can only come to some we can yeah, just only come to some higher place through love. And you know, so um I like to sometimes, just if I'm feeling like some judgment, well, one thing that a teacher told me once, which I'm still working with that figuring out how to love the judge when I'm feeling some judgment. But if I'm feeling some judgment or some, yeah, just closed heartedness towards someone or situation, I place my two hands on my heart center. I'm going to invite everyone to do this. And just breathe with the heart, feeling the heat of the heart, feeling physically how it is so active and such a vital organ, pumping blood, giving us oxygen, nutrients, just 24/7 working for us. Feeling that power. And just gently putting it out there. Can you please open right now? My heart. Please open up. And assuring yourself that you can handle whatever comes with the opening. If grief comes, you can shelter that grief. If an indescribable amount of love comes, you can shelter that and hold that in your heart. And just reminding yourself that it's a practice, and not feeling angry or frustrated with your heart for being closed, just rejoicing, saying, oh, how wonderful it is that I get to do this. How wonderful is it that I can come and practice this moment by moment, every single day. That's so wonderful. I'm a dancer, so I'm a big somatic person, and sometimes I like to really involve my body, but I'll inhale and have my arms like over my chest. I can't really do it in the car. And then out and bring the love in, and then inhale and open the heart, and then out, bring the love in. And it helps me really get that into my body of I'm opening my heart. And I can do this. I can open my heart. I can also practice. Yeah. So take a moment to thank yourself, thank your body and your mind and your heart. It's really wonderful that we can all do this. So before we go into a guided meditation on openness by a wonderful nun, Samaneri Jayasara, does anyone have anything that they would like to share with the group, or any questions or comments?
This is Bruce Bonian once again. I'll just say that my primary teacher is also Thich Nhat Hanh. I've been practicing the Plum Village tradition for many years, and the harmony that precedes my name is the name of the Sangha here in Connecticut that I practice with. I really enjoyed your sharing and your practices of connecting our heart to being open and awake. One of the things that I think about a lot when I think about compassion is how important it is to have compassion for ourselves, that we really need to develop the capacity to look at our fears, look at the places where we get stuck, look at the things that we crave and run after, and then see if we can release those cows, as Thich Nhat Hanh would say, and come back to give ourselves a lot of love and a lot of understanding. Because if we can have understanding for ourselves, we can develop the capacity to understand others. We look at for me, I look at the places where my suffering lives and where my judgment, my self-judgment lives. And when I can hold that with compassion and loving kindness and care, it helps me develop the capacity to extend that to other people. So I think, I just want to express my gratitude for everyone who's here, and thank you for this opportunity to spend a little time sitting and thinking about openness. And Bruce bowing out.
So much, Bruce. Yeah, the self-compassion is so important. We're all just learning all the time, and it's so wonderful to come back to the beginner's mindset of, it's just giving ourselves so much grace and forgiveness, because you're right, Bruce. Like, I find that with myself, like, when I'm frustrated with myself, or not being compassionate to myself, is when I have the most criticalness of others, and just being able to have that mirror of just noticing, like, oh, when these thoughts of judgment of others come up, oh, how am I doing with my own relationship with myself? And just staying curious, just asking those questions. So now I'm gonna see if I can screen share and find the YouTube. So this is a guided meditation on openness and acceptance, and we're definitely, I'm just gonna say, not gonna get through all of it. So feel free to take a picture of this, or you can email me and ask for the link if you want to listen to it on your own. But we really love Samaneri Jayasarya here on Maine Moment, because, well, she's got an amazing calming voice and just amazing teachings. And this is a perfect guided meditation on openness and acceptance. So please find a comfortable place. If you need to lay down, that's totally fine. And happy meditating to all.
Okay, please get yourself comfortable wherever you are in the world. Arranging, if you can, a seated position that supports your wakefulness. And also supports your body, so you're not sitting in a position applying a lot of pressure, undue pressure. So just get yourself comfortable and relaxed. And let's begin by being open. Of course, that's not something we can force. We can't force ourselves to be open. We can recognize when we're not open, when we're contracted, when we're defended. So just notice that now.
Looks like we lost her. Do you want me to see if I can share?
Yeah, I think we did lose her.
She may come back, but let me see if I can find that YouTube.
It's funny because it looks like it's defaulted me to host. I'm not quite sure why that's the case.
Ah, well, so let me see if I can.
Abby,
You might be the one that needs to share then. But let me look at my picture that I took and see.
that's really strange that I got defaulted to host.
Uh-huh.
But if I am the host, I have to leave shortly because I have another meeting coming up. But if I'm the host, I can probably, Eileen, I can probably make you the host.
Okay, why don't
Let
you
me,
try that?
let me see if I can do that. Yeah.
All right, and I'm just trying to let's see if I can find this. Um,
Yeah. Okay.
you
You are
did you
now.
make, I'm now the host. That's great. Thank you, Bruce. Very nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. Are you in Maine?
I am in Maine. I belong to the True Heart Sangha.
Oh, yes, sure, in Augusta.
No, that's the Peaceful Heart
The Peaceful Heart. Where's True Heart?
in Rockland on the coast.
Okay.
Actually, we meet in Hope.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm,
I know Theodate and Marty, and
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
they're all dear friends of mine. I've known them for a long, long time.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Yeah, I know them a little bit when we have certain things where they come from away. You know, we just did a 5 mindfulness trainings, and so they came for that. So they're very nice people. Okay, of the masters. Let's see. Wisdom of the masters, guided meditation, videos. I wonder if I can do search openness. Look at that. Okay. Let me bring it up. And wait, guided meditation. Oh, okay. All right. And how did I do that before? Zoom. Here we go. Share.
And then you'll share sound also. Make sure.
Okay. Okay, is that separate?
There should be a little, when you go to share screen, there should be a little button, a little box on the right. It says share sound.
Okay. Well, do you see what I see?
Yep.
Okay, cool. And I'll just, and let's just start it and see if, can you,
Okay, so please get yourself
there we
comfortable
go.
Beautiful.
wherever you are in the world,
Thank you all. I'm going to drop off and let you enjoy the meditation. And
arranging, if you can, a
Thank you,
seated
Bruce.
position
you're welcome.
that supports your wakefulness.
And just before
And also supports your body so you're not sitting in a position that's applying a lot of pressure.
this is a 35
Undue
minute
pressure.
sharing, but we've got about 10 minutes left. So we'll check in 10 minutes.
So just get yourself comfortable and relaxed. And let's begin by being open. Of course, that's not something we can force. We can't force ourselves to be open. But we can recognize when we're not open, when we're contracted, when we're defended. So just notice that now. And simply have a global sense of yourself. Notice if there's any tightness in the body or any mental or emotional tightness. Any remnants of some unpleasant altercation or encounter you may have had. Or even a memory that's been haunting you. And those things can leave us contracted, defended, and tense, or having this feeling of separateness. And that's an unpleasant state to be in. So if that's your reality now, if that's what you're feeling, we simply notice that. And allow ourselves to let it go gently. And in that process of acknowledging, letting go, we come to our natural state. Our natural state is openness. And we can begin this meditation by just consciously generating the wish, the intention for all beings' happiness, that all beings may come out of suffering and delusion. And when we start to think about the welfare of others, rather than just our own, this starts to generate openness, doesn't it? We let go of the small, contracted self that's only thinking about their own needs, wants, happiness, and desires. And so we open to the suffering of others, wishing for their happiness. In the Buddhist practice, this is called generating bodhicitta, a heart full of love and compassion for all beings. Not just human beings, all beings. Or in the Theravadan school of Buddhism, is simply called the practice of metta, loving kindness, which is one of the 4 Brahma Viharas, or the 4 sublime abidings. So let's bring that mind of metta, that heart of bodhicitta, into this very moment, wishing that all beings may be well, may be free from suffering. then you may notice that when we just gently move our attitude towards that, our openness is just a natural response. And don't be concerned or worried if this practice brings up the opposite. It might make you feel more contracted. You might find you don't feel that much love or care or compassion for others. But this can happen. Depends on so many things that are happening for us. But don't get on a trip of self-blame or guilt. I don't have enough loving kindness. Just notice it. And if you can, have compassion for yourself. Forgiveness for yourself in this very moment of contraction. It's painful. It's suffering. So now just let go of everything. Let go of trying to do anything, of trying even to be compassionate. Just let go, relax, and come into this moment as it is. In its fullest, deepest reality that's known to us right now.
I'm going to stop it for a moment so that we can, and I have to figure out how to stop doing the screen share. Oh, there we go. Because what I would like to do is actually see if she is in. Oh, Abby said her computer died, but thanks. Okay. Oh, okay. I was going to see if she was in the waiting room.
Thank you, Eileen, for taking over.
You're welcome. Olivia, did you have something to say? Or is that that's my hand I see on my computer.
No, I just wanted to relay that message.
Oh, okay. Oh, you've got that message. I see. Yes.
Yeah, from Abbey.
I couldn't figure out how to look at the chat while my screen was sharing. So anyway, I couldn't.
Oh, gotcha.
But I would like to, I'm just going to grab the bell and read the Agatha that we use at the end of the day. So I'll be right back.
Amy, how was your day today?
It was great.
Good. Good. Did you work today?
No, I'm
No.
helping my mom.
Oh, nice. Oh.
Is someone on is Abby on the phone?
She is, Abby. We're here with you.
Thank you, Eileen.
You're welcome, Abby. So I was just going to share a gatha that we use on our evening sangha, and it's one of several, but it is the gatha on impermanence, and it goes like this: the day is ended, our lives are shorter. Now we look carefully. What have we done? Noble sangha, with all our hearts, let us be diligent, engaging in the practice. Let us live deeply, free from our afflictions, aware of impermanence, so that life does not pass by squandered. So there you go. If Abby would like to say anything, if she's still on the phone, to end it in her fashion.
Okay, Abby, here you are.
Hello. Thank you, everyone, for being flexible with my technical difficulties in the car. And thank you for being here and practicing. Shout out Eileen for just, stepping into action.
I know I had I'd lied down, or lie, I get them mixed up. And and I'm like, oh, she's really taking me into meditation. But I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I bet she's like gone.
Well, thank you so much, tag team. Everybody next week.
Thank
Yes.
you. Bye, everyone.
Bye. And it was nice to meet Bruce. So
Lovely man.
yeah. Bye. Thank you, Lifestyles Properties, for visiting.